Friends, it's Curtis Robinson, and I am back here with Kyudo. And Kyudo is the archer build for the samurai class, wearing Okina's mask and still carrying the Uchikatana I started with. I was going to use Rivers of Blood since I got that from Okina, but I don't have enough arc. So my arcane is kind of low, and you got to have a bunch of it. And I did want to play with it, but we'll get to it maybe another day. Maybe we'll do a respec and get things going. So anyways, we're going to go over and have a little bit of fun with the Fire Giant. Now, I don't do a whole lot up here in Mountaintop of the Giants. There are some cool missions. Mostly, I just go kill Fire Giant. You can mess around and rack up some pretty good runes, grow your experience level and level your guy up a good bit, fighting all the random monsters and so forth, but for the most part, Fire Giant is the mission here. Alrighty, so you might notice I'm going to change this out, back that up with a different kind of arrow, which means I'm not going to use that at all. I am going to have these talismans up. That's going to help me with weight, and of course this one is going to keep me safe from fire like a little bit. Now, I do hope that my Mimic Tier decides to use this particular weapon, but who knows, man? He may or he might not. Needless to say, we should see Alexander Jar doing the big tanking, so if he doesn't, hopefully my Mimic Tier will use this to some extent. Alright, you can never tell. Sometimes Mimic Tier does a great job. I've found that when I'm wielding a big heavy sword and I don't have a bow handy or a staff handy, he tends to stick to the sword, but he does what the heck he wants to sometimes, so it is the way of things. Alright, let's go ahead and get Alexander the Jar up. Now, if you didn't do his mission in Volcano Manor, I will show you real quick how to go back before you start this mission and get him. So this is Volcano Manor here. I'm going to tell you to start at Seethe Water River, and you just follow this around, and you're going to fight the Magma Worm Makar somewhere right over here. This is a little castle that I didn't bother to stop at. You got to go through Magma Worm Makar here, circle around, and that is where Alexander the Jar typically is at. You need to be friends with him. If you haven't fulfilled the rest of his quest line, he might not be there. Might have to go back. Anyways, we're going to do that. Alright, I am not going to need this because you can't ride a horse in the event that you're with another guy like Alexander Jar. You're going to summon somebody. I am going to use this magic, which is going to help with my great bow. You know what? I'm going to give something a little bit different try. I normally just go ahead and go straight in with the weapon, and then I change a little bit later. Let's see if Mimic Tier will help me shoot. That'd be pretty handy if it can. Alright. Let's get this guy going. I'm going to get... Once I get up a little bit farther, Alexander's going to rush right in, which is pretty cool. That gives me time to summon and heal and do everything else, but we still got to be smart about where we are. We don't want to roll off the edge of the world and so forth. We're going to move this way because Alexander's going that way. All right, let's get him up. I'm going to go ahead and drink. Now, I am not going to start shooting until it's relatively safe to do so. Alexander's up on him. Let's see if I can use this. Alright. Make his attack. Then I shoot. Okay, I got his attention. I did not mean to do that. Ooh, I am right in. And I saw an arrow. That's pretty good. At least Mimic Tier is doing something. Let's see if I can get a few shots. To be honest, I am not seeing that I'm doing a lot of damage. Ooh, Mimic Tier shot him with the big one. I totally didn't dodge that at all. I suck. Let's move back. staying kind of behind him is a good idea, if that's possible. Let's get a good range. I now need to drink. He's gonna smack me. Oh, I rolled at the last second. Alright, he does not like me. We are not friends. Alright, I like that he's far away. Let's make a few shots here. Not too far. Mimic tier is Bullstein and shoot, boy! Hey, shoot a few times. I'm making some hits, but I'm not doing the damage that I want. Alright, Alexander is a little on the beat up side. So the technique that you really want to do is you want to hit his foot. Alright, let's do that. Let's go direct here. See if I can hit his foot. Missed. There's a good shot in the foot. 600. If I can hurt the foot, he'll go down. Mimic is doing totally a whole bunch of nothing. Doing some damage, but not much. 400. God, this stuff sucks. Okay. Meanwhile, Alexander just getting curse smacked. Let's go back to this. Let's see if I can get lucky. I tell you, Alexander definitely has the stinking aggro. He's not, the fire ground's not even looking at me. Meanwhile, Mimic Tier is doing nothing. He's basically in complete backup mode. And not range. My life sucks when that happens. Alright. Got 800 on that one. Get up. I gotta get closer, I think. Once you get about what? Did I come unlocked? Yep. I dodged him. I don't dodge very well. Alright, Mimic Tier. I should have done something different with my freaking potions. I'm gonna be going to sword. I got a bad feeling if I can't do better. Oh, 50%. There we go. Roar! Couple 9 yards. Oh, that foot does not look good. That's how my ankle feels sometimes. He like, my foot, my foot. What are you gonna do, man? I'm gonna try to fix it. Or just rip the whole stinking thing off. That is not what I would have done. Alright. Let's get refocused back on the mission at hand. Guys, we got to get behind him if possible. I am running low on mana. That is... I should have planned better. I got a whole bunch of health, which means I'm not getting hit, which is good. But I did not need all those potions. I should have put him in the blue. The cerulean potion is what I need. Alright, let's do this. Let's get that guy dodge here. I'm not telling you which way you have to run, but I always tend to run kind of left. Now, there's not a lot of place for me to run, I will tell you guys that. Alright, I'm going to go for the body because it's a big area. Hopefully I can get more hits this way. Now, once I'm out of blue, I can always go back to direct fire. And he's got a lot of hit points. Like at all. mimic tier, man. Mimic tier needs to be shooting somebody. Let's go back this way. There we go. Let's see. Oh, I'm out of those. A few hits. This is it, man. I have got to kill him right here. I'm about out of blue. And I'm low on potions. Let's get a little bit closer so that Mimic Tier will get a little bit involved. A couple more hits should do it if I get lucky. Or he might get mad at me and try to kill me. He's kind of pissed off looking. And here comes his fireball attack. Alexander the Jar is kind of hanging in there pretty good for being, I mean, tanking this dude. Alright, let's see what I do. Smash Mimic Tier a little bit there. I'm out of blue. That means all I can do is direct. Direct fire works though. 1500, that was a good shot. He went down. Oh, we got him. Look at that. I got 9 arrows left. Alright. We got the remembrance. Did I get some? 135,000? Not too bad. 135,000 works, guys. Not bad. Fire Giant goes down. It is a beautiful thing. Let's go ahead and put this back on. And what did we have here? I think we had some dex or something. Or some stamina. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get to the grace. Then we're going to go up on top of that giant jar looking thing up there. It's actually a forge, I suspect. I'm going to go ahead and... do I want to level up? Yes. And I'm going to use the rest of this. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll use the rest of those runes to go buy a whole lot more. I got to buy more arrows for the bow. So we're going to zip right on up here. We're going to see Melina, who's going to tell us about using the fire of this forge to burn the thorns and all the other cool destructive things we got to do to become Elden Lord. Looks like a big jar, doesn't it? I guess it's a censure. They say it's a big forge. Forge of the Giants. Pretty cool, right? I'll take a peek down in there. Looks kind of like there's a volcanic activity or something underneath there. There's some magma or something down there. Of course, it could just be that for a giant, they've just put a bunch of trees in there or something. Maybe those are just coals. Who knows? Here is the next grace, and we'll talk to Melina. Kind of get a little bit more background on the story here. All right, girl, what you got for me?
I have long observed this world is in death. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin?
Cardinal sin, like what? Destruction of everything? Set everything on fire? Okay,
well,
let's do it.
Let my hand.
Dude, man, I think she knocked me unconscious. She drained my chi, my life essence. I don't know what she did to me. pretty cool. Her hands look burnt already, don't they? Magic fire, maybe?
O Erd tree, you shall burn. Burn for the sake of the new Lord.
That's how hot it is in Arkansas right now.
For guiding me here.
People just on fire walking around. It's so hot. 100 degrees here.
The one who walks alongside flame.
Alrighty.
Shall one day meet the road of destined death.
Excuse me.
Goodbye.
So I think she ultimately kind of sacrifices herself. I think that's the big picture. She didn't look like she was suffering, which is good. Don't want people to suffer, especially the good guys. Alright. Somehow I'm teleported back to Leyendell. I think this is officially where endgame, this is the beginning of endgame. Not Leyendell, Farum Azula. This is kind of towards endgame here. So, once you get into Altus, it's kind of mid-game. Once you finish Altus, Leyendell, Mountaintop of the Giants, you get here, you're kind of in endgame. Not too bad. I do believe that there is a... hoping that there is a Grace up here. Maybe not. I think I gotta go do something to get to Grace. Hang with me just for a quick second. And I'm going to show you the beginning piece of this. A little bit of easy parkour, just you could still fall to your death. So try not to do that. Alright. Crumbling Farum Azula. Pretty awful place, right? Alright. Don't have enough arrows to really use that one. So we're probably going to have to go back to this one. And that one. Of course, I could use the crossbow, which is kind of fun. Alright. Oh, he's coming up here to play with me. That's not good. I wasn't ready. He saw me or something. Getting a little fire to play with. He ain't real smart. Alright. Smoked him. Oh, I got the wrong bow. There we go. Let's see what we can do here. I do want to stay up here on the high ground. Yeah, let's get this guy first. I don't have the right bow arrows, do I? Let's go with these. And these. Okay. And let's see what we got here. Good shot. Bibbidi bobbidi boom. Go back to sword. Alright. Not too bad. So you might be tempted to go ahead and you might be tempted to go ahead and get these guys together. You know, let's do a little small area of attack, right? Not a good idea. One at a time. Guys, I'm serious. One at a time really works well. And if you decide to get cocky, usually you end up dead. Just for funsies, though. Let's try to sneak attack this guy. In the back. Oh, yeah, baby. That had to hurt. Lock on. Big swing. Pop. I think there's one or two more. By the way, I'm getting a ton of experience from these guys, which is good. You want experience. I think that there are two guys in here. I'm going to get attacked. Sneak this guy here. Lock back on. Big swing. Wow. There he is. I knew there was another guy. Let's run back this way. We'll get a little bit of space. Hit him with fire. Hit him again. It's not real smart. Don't be afraid to use up your potions in this area because there's a grace nearby. Alright, where are you? I was thinking there's one more. Maybe not. You're going to need that lightning-proof dried liver in a minute. We're going to fight a dragon that loves lightning. Here is the grace. Guys, that's all I'm going to give you for the moment. If you've enjoyed Kudo and you liked the little cutscene, you get to kind of see how Fire Giant goes down, whole 9 yards. Give me a comment, but be sure to subscribe. Your subscription really matters, and I appreciate you guys.